So this is Ornamental Ordeal. Now this one starts off feeling a little bit intimidating. Essentially we've got to get ourselves these 6 ornaments, get a dragon back to the van, and there are robots going around that if they look at you for a set period of time can set off an alarm. There's quite a few ways around it. What I'm going to do, I'll probably stitch this one together because I have to do this in like one run really. I'll show you how to get each ornament in what I think is the easiest way, without setting off the alarms, and you can just take them back to the van one by one and then bang a quick save on. So the first one, we're going to access it through this wall here. Now, I think can be annoying, a bit annoying is this guy can follow you out of here if they get a glimpse of you. So once you blow it up, just take a step back and you can kind of spray your extinguisher from a distance. It is a bit annoying this one because of the fires that can develop. Sometimes you can get lucky and not cause a fire on this, but that's not the case this time around. So I'm just going to make sure I put this fire out before we do anything else. The ornament is on this side here, so we're going to just walk this through and chuck it over there, and we're going to just get out of his way now, otherwise he's going to keep following us around. So he'll go back to his routine now. Just going to make myself a little ledge up here should I need it. And the next one that we're going to approach is we're going to get up to the roof first of all. There's a few ways to do that. We can plank our way up to here, and then we can get our way up to the top of the roof, or we can go around a slightly different way. So I'm going to show you this way because it gives us a little trick, or I can at least show you something on the way. Need a bit of pace on that. Usually get a robot on this floor. So when you hear the little whizzy sound, that means that they've detected you. And if we jump ourselves down here, he's going to struggle to find us. So that's the way that I've been going in. It's not necessarily the way in. Plenty of ways to do it, but it's been working for me. I'm going to jump up here. I'm going to use this to get ourselves up to the stairs. Now, the roof looks solid, but it's just because it's got snow on it. It's just a glass roof. Smash all this off, and then we're going to get up to the tree, which has a big star on the top. I'm going to get that one next. Sometimes your planks can go a bit weird on this one, but we'll see what this one does. That's good, that's what we want. Okay, so when you're up on the roof, the first thing you're going to want to do is to jump on and stick a quick save on here, because your tree might betray you slightly. It is the big star that we're after, and it's pretty heavy. So we're going to go underneath here, and we're going to shotgun it like that, and it usually makes it tip over this way. That's actually as good as it could possibly be for me. And that's just going to put the star down there so we can grab that and drag that one back. Okay, so we've got a tree. So what we're going to do next is, you can try and be fancy with this, if I'm honest with you. Oh gosh, did I just get the luckiest I've ever got in my life? I think the answer to that is yes. Let's see if we can stretch it. So that's interesting. Just can barely believe that that's actually possible there. I did expect you might be able to knock this from underneath and grab it, but I never actually thought it was doable. I've been trying that for a while. I've just randomly got it, so we can pull it up from there. So if you break the glass, you might want to do a quick save. You can do that. Otherwise, what I was trying to do then is you just simply shoot it down onto there. It's very light, and then you can knock the front doors through and you can go through there, but we'll take that one because that is an absolute outrage. So we've got our disco ball or whatever it is, and we've got our tree over there, so pretty happy with that. What you would want to be doing now is sticking a quick save on before we go and get the next ones free. Okay, so our next one we probably want to go to is this one out at the back here. Now you can be a bit sneaky with this one as well. It's actually down beneath here. Just bomb our way through and then we'll put the fires out. We got a fire this time. That's impressive. Right, and then what we're going to do next with it is, hopefully I haven't got too much debris in the way, just knock it onto the ground floor or the floor below, because there are no robots immediately down there. Just a robot to get out of the way. Okay, so you can either drop through like I did, which is kind of taking the mickey a little bit, or you can just go out the back and then go through where you're going to escape it through anyway, which I kind of almost forgot was there. You'll have heard the little ticking thing with the robot. This is why it's not like that difficult, because the robot's going to give you a few seconds while it scans you, and then it'll set the alarm off. So they don't have any like active attacks or anything, they just set that alarm off, and you get a few seconds where you can run past them. You can actually, I'll try and show you this in the video as well, you can actually just do little loops around them, which is pretty outrageous because it seems to reset the timer each time you do it. Right, we're just going to do a bit of clear up now, and then we're going to get the last two. It's a bit irritating you can't throw those. That is disgusting. That's ended up there. Super impressed with that. I've never had the star not land off the building, by the way. It always seems to do that. If it does land inside the building in the centre, just reload it, otherwise you're going to be dragging this through the main area and it's just not worth your effort. Obviously if you're trying to do it without using any quick saves, you're making your life hard anyway, so do what you want. Okay, so the mission's technically complete. We've got our last two to get, and these ones are all the way over here, so we're going to start high up and then we're going to work our way down. We'll head back up through the route that was taken before, if you remember when we went through this path, because it gets us up to the top. It just reduces any harassment really. It's not, you can just run through the middle, but it just stops them chasing you. And you should have a really upgraded shotgun by this point in the game anyway, so. Now you can, again, get lucky with this one, and you can end up with it so that you can pull it up to the roof and chuck it off, but it's not a big deal because we can just go through this wall. Which is what the plan is as soon as he's out of the way. Which it should be now that we've distracted him that way. Come on. So generally causing destruction, as you'd expect, causes the robots to go and look at it. Right, now the next one is just on the one below. That guy is kind of concerning me a little bit, so we're going to just drop down this way. You notice I chucked that out the back as we did it. As far as I'm aware, there are no robots that's going to bother you on this floor. What we do want to do though is make our little escape point. Try and see if we can just sneak it out while he's not looking. I'm getting a bit of light on me there, but it's not too hard. Come on. Oh, don't be an idiot. Just customise the drop a little bit. And we've got another one out the back. Okay, so I wondered what the light was then. I'll save a bit of time here. Perfectly reasonable to take them back up to the roof, but we just sneak them out the back. As I say, this one, as long as you're quick saving it, you shouldn't find it too difficult. It's not too hard of a mission really, but it is a little bit intimidating at the start, and especially once you know the way, it can make life super easy on yourself. at this point with these, with any of them, you can just put them out of the front and chain them. Obviously, you're going to increase the mass of it, so it's going to be harder to drag. And they seem to catch on the snow, which is flipping irritating. If that is the case, sometimes you just abandon it and take it on your own, or attach it to a vehicle. But I'm just going to walk it. Come on. Interesting little mission, this one. I kind of thought it was going to be full nope at the start. Maximum difficulty, but it's not too hard. That's all of our targets, and shouldn't have taken us too long either. "10 minutes of explanations." Pretty slow, pretty steady method to go through. There we go. So that'll get you all the scores, all the score, or the maximum score, should we say, on the decorations mission.